I am Raul Estevez, and this is the CHC Insider. This week, blood, sweat, and tears. The Insider begins now. If you've been promising yourself to get in shape, maybe drop a few pounds, CHC has exercise classes that are suitable for just about anyone. The Insider's Kellen took some of the classes and he has this report.
Take your hand behind your neck.
Pilates, Fitball, water aerobics, and much more. There are plenty of fitness classes here at CHC.
Circle back.
I spoke with JANICE KUKLICK, who runs the fitness program and teaches the classes.
We don't really have too many opportunities in our normal day to do any kind of movement. I mean, we use remotes, we use the elevator. This school campus is pretty small, so we really don't have very far to walk or whatever. So the activity level is, unless they do something specific, if they're really not getting any exercise, and they do need it.
These classes are not just for those already in shape, they're for everyone.
They can take anything they want anytime and come as much or as little as they want. And we try to offer courses that do have the cardio aspect and courses that do have the strength building aspect in it, so they can get a pretty well-rounded program, and I hope they have fun in doing it too, because I really enjoy it.
There is a complete schedule of classes in Sorgenti Arena, and JANICE KUKLICK is always available to talk about exercise and to give you tips. Some advice for someone who's never worked out before.
The best thing is just to get moving is probably the best thing to do. You got to get your little butt off the chair and get moving. And especially with the weather being nicer now, walking is a perfect activity for a beginner to just start off. So you want to have something that you can have short, attainable goals, and then you feel real good about yourself, and then you'll want to do more because you're feeling good about yourself. So, but walking is a great activity for a beginner.
As you can see, CHC, there's no excuse for being fat and lazy. I'm Kellen for the CHC Insider.
And now, from sweat to blood. The American Red Cross visited campus last week, and some generous CHC students lined up to donate. Here's the Insider's Reid.
The Red Cross visits schools throughout the Delaware Valley. Last week, it was our turn to give a pint and save some lives.
Each pint of blood can help up to 3 different people. We'll separate the blood out in our lab when we get it back there into the red blood cells, the plasma, and the platelets. We'll create different products from those, and they'll go to help at least 3 people. Each individual unit truly can save 3 lives, and that's not a bad day's work.
I spoke with some of the students who are willing to give their blood for a good cause. So how are you feeling?
Fine.
First time donating?
No, not at all.
So why did you decide to give blood?
I think a simple pint of blood goes a long way and helps a lot of people, and it doesn't really inconvenience me, so if I can help someone, then I will.
It's a good cause. People out there need blood, and I make more, so, you know.
This your first time?
This is my first time, so I'm a little bit nervous, but that's okay.
I think it's a really good cause, and more people should do it.
So it's for humanitarian reasons?
Yeah.
It's your first time giving blood?
No, this is my second.
Are you squeamish at all?
We'll find out, won't we?
The worst case scenario when giving blood, the very slim possibility of passing out. It's something the Red Cross workers are ready for.
We lay them down, put their legs up, and we constantly give them juice or water. Once we get them 2, you have to get them 2 first. You have to bring them back responsive, keep calling their name, making sure their eyes are open and stuff like that.
And so that myth about the smack in the face doesn't work? No?
No, it doesn't work. It hurts, but it doesn't work.
For the Insider, I'm Reid.
It wasn't bad. It went pretty fast.
You've probably seen the Lady of the Rings here on campus. Class Rings, that is. The company that makes class rings for juniors and seniors is still taking orders. And why a class ring, you might ask?
It's a symbol of your accomplishment, your achievement, how hard you've worked, your emotional attachment to a school, as well as something that will always evoke for you the memories of what hopefully was a really special time in your life. So if you're a junior, a senior, or a graduate student, then you've earned the distinction of wearing a class ring. If students realize that they've missed their opportunity to order their class ring, if we're no longer on campus, they can always order at JOSTENS.com online. We do have an interactive website that allows you to design a ring. I have students that come to me and order rings from 10, 20 years ago, or professors that replace rings that are 30, 40 years old.
And finally, here's Mike Reid with a very unique edition of our weekly feature, We Got Talent.
Unfortunately, we had someone booked today for We Got Talent, but as happens with TV, the person couldn't show up due to some difficulties. However, our own Danny Kellen stepped up and manned up to show us his talent, which is unprecedented and very unique. So Dan, how's it going?
Good, Mike.
So tell us, how do you acquire this talent?
Well, I grew up in Williamsburg, Virginia, and we used to get together after classes when we were kids and do this all the time, really, and I'm happy to be able to display my talent on TV.
And how do you practice? Is there any specific things you had to learn how to do before you did this talent?
Just a little bit of stretching beforehand, that's all.
So you'll be doing that for us?
Sure.
And is there anything, any moment you take, any specific things you can do with that talent?
I mean, maybe someday, I can be in a band with it.
All right. Well, Danny, take your time, stretch out.
All right.
Unprecedented, CHC. It's unprecedented. Whenever you're ready, show us. Oh my God, Danny Kellen.
Sorry,
That's CHC. That's it, CHC. We have Danny Kellen with a mouth-popping technique, prized by many, but learned by few. Now CHC will be back next week with another edition of We Got Talent, hosting a very talented individual, I promise you. Until next time, take care, CHC. Mike Reid, out.
Wow, that actually deserves an encore. And that's it for this edition of The Insider. Let us know if you have any talent to showcase, hopefully better than that one, or a story to cover. See you next time, CHC. Ciao.